Hi. I'm Ron.
That's the only living footage of Ron. Well, you have to remember that you get hired and there's not a lot of hand-holding here. And then I remember having moments of like, no one thinks I'm funny. This is gonna be rough. I was always kind of awestruck at how serious the place can be at times. And I thought, wait, this is a comedy show. We should be up. And so I would sometimes sit in this writer's room as Chip Kudrow, Lisa Kudrow's brother. Or maybe I just put on glasses or something. Steve Higgins would be like, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I'm Chip Kudrow. Lisa Kudrow's brother. Oh, yeah, I'm guest writing. Lauren didn't tell you? Anyway, they would actually go through the normal constructive process of giving notes, and then Steve would go, Chip, any ideas? And I'd just be like, this one's good to go. We did a lot of stuff waiting for Lauren at the read-through. One time I organized that we all, like when Lauren walks in, just go, surprise! And then of course Lauren was like, are we done? Okay, open on. There was a sketch, we were doing like a Smokey and the Bandit parody. So I'm in these Wrangler jeans, a Western shirt, one of those sleeveless fleece jackets, and a trucker hat. For some reasons, we had to tape it throughout the day, so I just stayed in my costume the whole day. And then I wore the costume the next day. There's this writer, Tom Giannis, who's like, please wear the costume for the rest of the year. And that was like November. So I wore it every day for the rest of the year. I think sometime in the spring, Alec Baldwin was hosting, and he came to me, he's like, is that how you normally dress? I go, oh no, this is a bit. This is a year-long bit I'm doing. Okay, good, because it's not a good look for you. I'm like, okay, thank you for telling me, Alec. Then there was this character, Ron, that I came up with a fake mustache and an ascot and this weird outfit that I found at a thrift store.
Hi. I'm Ron.
I never broke character, I just went, I'm Ron. Yeah, this is Paula Pell.
Here at the show, Ron.
I'm working for Jim Signorelli.
Oh, I forgot I worked for Jim.
I'm his nanny. But I also work second camera unit.
And yeah, I just started showing up as Ron, who was really annoying.
Ron, what are you doing?
There was one moment where we were in this writer's room watching Puff Daddy rehearse, and someone said, Ron should go up on stage. And before everyone turned to see, I had sprinted out the door. It's supposed to be a closed set. So this is when Ron is just appearing on the stage with Puff Daddy. I didn't really know what to do once I got up there. Oh, then we shook hands. That was good.
Hey, Ron, what'd you think about Puff?
I'm not familiar. You seem fine.
If you go back and look at the Goodnights of that show, Ron might be in the Goodnights. I just have a feeling.
Hey, Daddy, John Goodman, Paula Abdul, Amanda Lee.
Because of the nature of the show, the kind of day-to-day pressures of having to produce material and things like that, so I was always trying to find ways to make everyone remember that we were all on Saturday Night Live. You know, this is supposed to be a really fun job.